This is the podcast for turning equations into point-slope form. Okay, so for point-slope form, it's y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, where x1 and y1 are just a point that they give you, or a point that is on the line. Okay, so if we're trying to find the equation, and they give us a point and slope, so they give us x1, y1, and they give us slope. We're going to plug that in the formula. So y minus y1 is 4 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, it is minus x1, so since x1 is negative 3, we have a double sign there. So I'm going to eliminate the double signs, and we are just going to leave it like this. Okay, so y minus 4 equals 8 times the quantity x plus 3. All right, so go ahead and set this one up. Okay, now this one says write in slope-intercept form. So I'm going to start putting it in point-slope form. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So y plus 4 equals negative 1 times x minus 1. Now, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So I need to rearrange this. Y plus 4 equals, I'm going to distribute on my right-hand side because I first need to do that before I can get the y by itself. So negative 1x, and then negative 1 times negative 1 is plus 1. So now let's subtract 4 from each side. So y equals negative 1x minus 3. So again, I started in point-slope form, distributed on my right-hand side, and then I got the y by itself. All right, so go ahead and try that one. All right, now this one, we don't have slope yet. They gave us a point. So we have to first find slope. So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So negative 7 over negative 4 gives me a slope of 7 over 4. Okay, so now I'm just going to choose a point. So I'm going to choose that point to put it in point-slope form. Oops. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. All right, and it does say write the slope-intercept form. So y minus 2 equals, distribute on this side, 7/4 x plus 0. Get the y by itself, y equals 7/4 x plus 2 is the slope-intercept form. All right, so go ahead and try this one. So that concludes the podcast over rearranging forms into point-slope form.